سجلت. شو ترسم؟ شو معصم سوق؟ بددوك
Are you ready? It is a long journey.
I must leave Siwa. There are others to whom I must deliver justice. Especially the one known as the Snake.
How will you find these men?
Aya has been tracking them in Alexandria. I must find her.
She said she would be visiting her cousin at the Great Library.
Great Library?
And she said if you are coming to tell you one word. Serapis.
Serapis? The god that Greeks and Egyptians share. Of course, I see.
And Bike, do something about that beard.
Goodbye, my friend.
Oh shit! Layla, you need a refill on cyclosporin. Stat. Layla! Wakey, wakey! Don't make me come down there. Layla? Layla! Come on back. Layla, are you with me? Habibti.
Told you not to call me that.
Thing is, the fastest way to get your attention is to piss you off.
I'm paying attention.
Okay, you need to take a break. The Animus is rejecting you.
I'm fine.
Yes, but your kidneys aren't. Go add more cyclosporin before they shut down.
Yes, Nurse Geary.
That's Medical Officer Geary to you. So? How did it go?
My mods are holding. Subject's memories are perfectly clear. If this doesn't convince Abstergo to give me a place on the Animus Project, nothing will.
Amazing! Who do you have in there?
His name is Bayek of Siwa. The death of his son turned him into a killer.
Think you'd be of interest to Abstergo?
Don't start.
You know, they're not gonna be happy with how he handled this assignment.
They know I don't work by the book.
Well, this time you lit the book on fire and then stomped on it. Anyway, none of this will matter if you're comatose. Now go get that cyclosporin.
Got the cyclosporin.
2 cc should do it. Don't forget the alcohol wipe. I wish I was there to help.
You do a good job looking after me, even from the hotel. And I know how you like your aircon. Damn it, my papers went everywhere.
Whoops, anything important?
Yeah, the notes on the Animus. The genetic sequencer blueprint. Never got the creases out. Shouldn't get too far from the cave. Generator's holding up. Good job, Layla. One bar. No, half a bar. Come forth by day, and I will guide you home.
Who are you talking to?
By ex-mummy.
Real chatterbox, that one.
Going back in. This is so badass.
Be careful.
I must protect this great land. Alexandria is where the snake thrives, and Aya lives. I must find them both. Yamu. Home to my old friend Menehet. He will be in the temple. He always is.
No one can help me. No one has seen my book.
Son of Mary Sen.
Have you seen my Book of the Dead in your travels, Magi? I went all the way to Memphis to buy it.
No. How was it lost?
Bandits. They came from the dunes nearby. When their leader saw how I cared for the book, he wrenched it from me. I thought my heart would stop.
I can help. I do not fear them.
I have been praying for someone like you. That book will unite me with my wife's spirit.
There you are, Father. We are going home.
But this Magi is helping me.
Oh, yes? You are going to find his book? If by some miracle you do, thank you.
Did you hear where the bandits meant to go?
Oh, the leader told the others to meet him at the necropolis, I think.
We live nearby.
I am not going home until I...
Father, the... book is gone. You will find Mother in the field of reeds without it. I promise.
Out of the way!
Huh?
Samu!
Attack on sight here.
Hey! Hey! Stop! I'll kill you! Invade!
place is heavily guarded.
You're finished!
Here is the Book of the Dead. Becca will be pleased. Now to return the book to the old man.
Ones take you! Now! Time is up! Coward! Naked gadget! Clear the way!
Whoa. Has your father left us?
His good life is over. He was too weak to live till your return.
May he be conducted in peace.
He was in despair that his car would not join my mother's.
Where is his body? It is not too late.
You are a blessing from the gods. He receives the rites in the small temple.
إني سجلت.
Get out of the way!
Old man, your book. May it guide you to your wife's side.
Bayek! What good fortune! I thought it would be years before we saw you again.
Hail in peace, men ahead. How is your family?
The children seem to grow larger by the minute. My wife and I have our hands full. And you? Is there any news of...
None.
I forget myself. There are so many things in your life best not spoken of. Forgive me.
I see by your garb that you have been promoted.
Ah, yes. The High Priest, in his grace, made me his second. And my rank is not the only thing he has changed. You must see the temple.
You will give me a tour?
Of course, of course. At the moment of your pleasure. Ready to see our beautiful temple?
After you, Menehet. Or is it servant of the goddess?
Menehet will do, for one as good as family.
This is far from the sorry ruin of my last visit.
Yamu now plays constant host to ceremonies showing our rustic way of life, which attract many visitors with more gold than sense.
A description well suited to Alexandrians. How does this sit with your faith?
I confess that my thoughts are sometimes uneasy.
Vanquished by a gang of ruffians, huh? Silent as gifts.
Uncle Bayek! Uncle Bayek! Hello, Uncle.
Jewels of my life, why have you left your mother's side?
Pick me up, Uncle Bayek!
Sit down. There's no need to attack a man from behind. We're not numbering in 4 to 1. Huh?
You told us to secure every advantage possible over a dangerous foe.
Yes. And I am very dangerous! Hide well, for the wanderer stalks your path.
You found me. Your time to hide.
Come away from there, Nyla. You're getting in the priest's way. Nyla, are you following me?
You might get lost without me. It's a big temple.
Your father wants you to go home.
And I prefer to stay with you.
Asina, you must come down from here.
This would be a good place to watch the stars.
Only the priests are permitted here. You know that.
Yes, but I want to see...
Hush. Come down now. We can watch stars from the riverbank.
You will meet your...
Sorry! Stay back!
Huh?
Keba, what in the name of the gods are you doing down there?
I wanted to hide, but now I can't get back out. I'm scared.
Stay calm. I will help you out of there. This way. Through the tunnel.
Thank you, Uncle Bayek.
Good. That's the last of the children.
Not a deal.
Look at this. Fraudabouts in your market. And you claim you can do nothing?
The dealings of the market are beyond me. Speak rather to the offending merchant.
Priest, you have proven as false as your mummies.
Menahet, your brood is delivered safely home.
Thank you, friend.
Hey, what did that fool want with you?
Some visitors, having purchased religious objects, are angry when our village has no more dead cats to sell them. Though not a merchant, I am often the means by which the aggrieved snuff their anger.
This matter needs a firm hand.
كان خريت لغة ياهو عشان يعني
This looks like a child made it.
These cat mummies are false.
Hello. Shall we trade?
You filthy naked yadet. How dare you try to trick me into paying for this junk? You sold me an amulet of Hathor and my wife got sick anyway.
Take you up on that.
These cat mummies are false.
My sister told me she bought a statuette from you and it broke.
This looks like a child made it. I won't pay 1 drachma for this.
Amun bless you.
You sold me an amulet of Hathor. And my wife got sick anyway. These cat mummies are false.
Tell me of the fake mummies being sold here.
I have no desire to be dragged into this.
Menahet sent me. Your silence is an insult to his holy office.
I wish to anger neither him nor the gods. We are forced to sell items of lesser quality, or see our stalls destroyed.
Who is behind this?
I can say no more now. Let us meet tonight, where the village turns to farmland.
This looks like a child made it.
Better return at night, when we can speak freely.
My friend, I am glad to see you have kept our appointment. Come, sit with me and share a drink of wine.
I do not have time for that.
It is a beautiful night. Let us enjoy the coolness of the air for a moment before turning to business.
Merchant, I am not here to take in the air. Who is behind the traffic of false icons?
Well, you see, it is no simple story. There are many involved in this terrible affair, but they would all tell you the same thing. Pity the trusting man, for he suffers great pain. Seek evil, and you will always find it. I cannot wait to see what your guts look like.
What's the problem? Eat shit, Magi scum! I kill you!
A man who fights as well as you can perhaps afford to be trusting.
Talk, or you will meet the same fate as your friends.
That will not be necessary. Among the dunes, southeast of here, is the bandit camp where the fake mummies are made. I suppose you would go and destroy it now.
Better I smash the camp than your head. Destroying these forgeries will earn the favor of the gods. As Ra lives, what a disgrace.
Hey!
The guards here are vigilant.
Feels like we are being watched.
But you're back. Slow and steady. What? What? After him!
Rest easy, now that this is done.
Wait a minute! Whoa.
Ah, here you are.
How can I ease the burdens of an old friend?
Tonight, we will stage a grand spectacle. Our goddess Sekhmet defends the people against Ispet's chaos.
But Pamu, our champion, is nowhere to be found. The High Priest will judge me responsible for his absence.
I'll have a look.
Sekhmet bless you. His home is near the market, but check the tavern first.
It pains me to ask you for a further favor.
Pamu does like a drink now and again.
I'm a vegetarian.
This must be Pamu. Ugh. The man stinks of beer.
Oh, thank you. I've been trying to get him to leave for hours.
Menahet.
That is Pamu! What has happened to him?
His passion for toasting Sekhmet has exceeded his head for drink.
This is a disaster! People have come from the Red Land and the Black to see him fight!
If a fight is all that is needed, I could replace him.
Of course, Magi. You honor yourself in saving me from disgrace. Speak to the High Priest in the temple courtyard. He will take care of the rest.
Your Holiness, I am here to fight for Sekhmet.
You're not Pamu. He was meant to play Sekhmet.
Pamu is ill. He is recovering at the temple.
Fine. Follow me.
This is a friendly bout. You must stay vigilant.
Do not fear. Sekhmet will receive a fine tribute.
We give thanks for your presence on this sacred night. We invite your witness on the solemnity of our custom. We unveil to you a ritual that has guarded us for century upon century. Make every eye... Should malice cling too strongly to your hearts, Isfet, the evil one, shall smite the goddess and condemn Yamu to 100 seasons of darkness. But should your hearts be pure, the goddess shall favor us, shielding us from the obscurity of chaos! Let the battle begin! Since a time unknown, Sekhmet the lioness has shielded us from Isfet's greed. Isfet was once husband to Ma'at, goddess of order.
Is a good fighter. I want to fight a wild beast.
Judgment, he grew fat on the souls of mortals. Ma'at cast
which
him
one is
out
Sekhmet,
of the
and
hall
which
of
one is
justice.
Isfet?
In his hunger, he returned. But Sekhmet knew his heart and guarded the door against him. Their battle lasted 20 days and nights before Sekhmet subdued the Lord of Chaos. The lioness flees the darkness. The warrior of Sekhmet beats back chaos. Look, his weapon is bathed in Sekhmet's fire. Sekhmet's fighting rivals the arm. The warrior of Sekhmet beats Lioness's fangs will cleave the darkness. Sekhmet's might enlivens your arm. Look, his weapon is bathed in Sekhmet's fire. Sekhmet's might enlivens your arm. The Lioness's fangs will cleave the darkness. The warrior of Sekhmet beats back chaos. Look, his weapon is bathed in Sekhmet's fire. The warrior of Sekhmet beats back chaos. The lioness's fangs will cleave the darkness. Sekhmet's might enlivens your arm. The warrior of Sekhmet beats back chaos. Look, his weapon is bathed in Sekhmet's fire.
Your fighter can't lose!
Thy spine is golden and blazing! See how you, her beloved, with power! The lioness fangs will cleave the darkness! The warrior of Sekhmet brings back chaos and distance! Sekhmet!
I could swear you were the Blood Eater herself.
Ah. Oh, the priest's recounting of the battle between the goddess and Isfet was new to me.
It is a tale of his own invention. You will not hear it outside Yamu. Would that you'd agree to stay with us longer. But I know that greater duties call you.
I'll say goodbye to the children before I leave.
Do so. They'll miss you. You are always welcome in Yamu, whenever your journeys bring you to our gnome.
Keep the mask and staff of the goddess as poor tokens of our respect.
gods help me. I am coming for you, Aya. What in the name of Horus are all these soldiers doing here? Serapis. The snake will get his answer.
I wrote this. All writings are to be copied by the great library.
How will I find Aya among all these endless scrolls?
Talks to
I guess the works of Archimedes, Plato, Sappho, and Aristotle won't have your scribblings to keep them company.
Right? Serapis. Now what? Where is Aya?
Ah, Serapis. I wrote a tragic comic pastoral epic centered on him.
Ah.
You're by, I guess. Aya's eager to see you.
She said.
Quickly, follow me. I am sorry, my good fellow. You appear to be drunk. This library is for serious scholars only. She is in hiding.
Who are you?
Ah, interested in Homeric verse, eh? This way, please. I am Aya's cousin, Vanos.
Ah, yes, Vanos. Nice to meet you in person. Tell me what is happening with Aya. Why are you being so discreet?
Gennadios sent his men on a house-to-house search. Often they drag people into the street and torture them for information. Typical of the system we live under.
Gennadios.
A monster. The Philokitai of Alexandria. He is ravaging the city to find her.
And where is she now?
I have a very powerful friend, Apollodorus. No doubt you have heard of him.
I have not.
You will. In any case, he made a hiding place available to Aya after she ran into trouble.
But what happened? You do not answer me.
It is a mess of political intrigue. She will explain all, fear not.
Look! There's Thanos! He thinks he's a poet!
The modern Sophocles.
You must hear his epic poem, Ode to an Honey Goat.
This is as far as I go. The way to Aya is found in the monument ahead. Right there. Have a little faith. I must get back. Good luck, my friend. Come visit me at the theater. There are many things to do in Alexandria.
Never again should we spend months apart. We only have each other. Without him, what?
Let us be together. Us two. Each to each.
I have news.
You are scarred by justice.
I bludgeoned Medunamun with this.
I hate that we have to do these things. But I am grateful that you did.
If I am honest, I took pleasure in it. I've missed your touch.
I have missed touching you. I killed as well. Actaeon. I hunted him down and discovered a mask in his room. When he returned, I forced him to wear it. Then I thrust this knife through his eye slits.
Aya.
But I was careless. Another of the masked ones tracked me to my home. It was even more difficult.
We have one more. Then, we will be done.
Look at this. I took it from Actaeon. Apollodorus tells me it is a papyrus from the Royal Council, which means the snake is in Ptolemy's court.
How does this Apollodorus know these things?
He has informants everywhere, because of his work with Cleopatra.
But Cleopatra? She's been declared a criminal.
By her treacherous brother, yes. She plans to take back the throne. She wants the snake dead as much as we do. And she trusts me. She gave me this to slit his throat. It's an ancient blade that killed the tyrant Xerxes. A weapon of justice.
Ingenious. I will go to the palace and discover who uses the seal of the snake. And I will use this.
You'll find plenty of information in the Royal Scribe's office. He spends his time at the bathhouse. Go search the palace while he's away.
And you?
I cannot leave here as long as Gennadios walks the streets. He is determined to kill me.
In addition to the snake, I will see what I can learn of this Gennadios and silence him.
Discover who the snake is and show him the face of death. I'll meet you at the Paneo when you have killed both the snake and Gennadios.
My heart aches until I see you again.
As does mine, my love.